Aspect of Than. Let's go. I'm gonna try to do the big chop combo. I've actually never had it in a run. Never had it. The double hammer combo. Please let me have it, game. Please let me have it. Saucy amount of fear. We'll be fine though, right? No problem. We have forfeit on to onion the first boon because it might make it a little bit easier to echo a hammer. That's the hope. We should have Hell Splitter here. Please, game. Thank you very much. Your attack has plus 3 power, but the 3-strike sequence becomes only the final chop. Excellent. So we want... Boink. Boink. Rocky was a choice here, I gotta admit. We want Executioner's Chop after this. 1125, baby. Hello, boink. The thing is, Executioner's Chop was probably easier to start with, but then it's not as thematic, right? It's not as thematic. Let's onion something. It's so hard to even whirlwind here, too. I kind of want to just to spend the magic a bit. Cleveland build? Boo.
A gift from the earth.
There's nothing to palm. Oh, that's sad. Boink. I haven't practiced much, but yeah, you can kind of dash as you're doing the big chop here, like toward the end of it. I barely played with it. Oh, Keely, what's up? Thank you for those 41 months. See, I actually interrupted it. And I actually interrupted the sub. Thanks. Well done, Dan. 41 months. No, get out. Yo, where's Afro, though? Honey. Come on. Ah, okay, well done. We do want nimble limbs, but rapid slash would be a great third hammer to get. Guaranteed, right?
Shadows take you.
Boink. Screw you, Arachne. Go this way. Boink. 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 Here we go. All right, nimble limbs, please. Well, wait, not here. Juicy attack, please. Good enough. Plus 120. We do need to consider magic regens, assuming we get the hammer combo. I can supplement our damage with the dash strike sometimes, so I don't always have to do late chop. Cat, you should not be having sex with your work. Maybe you should. I don't know who you work for. Come on, let's behave. Whoa. Oh, God. I remember there was a guy, he was such a douchebag, just to be clear. He would have these outrageous brags. And one of his big brags that he would bring up, I was still new. I feel like I only worked with the guy for a handful of weeks. One of his outrageous brags was the fact that he claimed to have had sex inside the store, in like the back room. He wouldn't say with who or anything like that. Luckily, a customer overheard him bragging about it one time. This guy was such a douchebag for so many different reasons. Let me assure you, chat. And filed a complaint. And then he had to sit there and admit that he did not do that. Lucid game. I really wish he just got fucking fired, to be clear. He's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Did he admit it or did he just deny it? I don't know. That was the same guy who, it was this poor girl's first day, like this 20-year-old girl. It was her first day as a cashier. And this guy was like a supervisor. So he's like her boss for the day at least, right? And he asked for her number on her first day. This man was also about, I'm going to say 50 years old. And of course she's gonna just be like, okay. You know what I mean? Poor girl. That was a real scumbag. Ooh, big numbers. Ooh. We hated each other. We hated each other so much. Do, 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 do. It's funny because I ran into him later on because he quit eventually or something. I don't know what happened to him really. But then he started working for Red Bull and he started making deliveries to the stores. And I was very cordial when we met later on. But I called up Red Bull after he made the delivery and I said, can you have someone else deliver next time? I really didn't want him there. Dude was super mad all the time. Dude was just a bundle of stress. Just like freaking out all the time on everybody. A real piece of shit. Oh no, what's happening? Showed him. Not really. I certainly didn't have the balls to say it to his face. Let's see. Lucid Gain is really for much later on, I recognize. Why I support chat like that? Chat, you can put me down as a reference. I'm fine. I'm cool with it. Did I buy pizza for the employees? I did. Okay, you gotta understand, I feel like it wasn't as much of a trope, you know, back then. Oh, wait, a mod asked that? Zang, unmod dink. It wasn't as much of a trope back then, like, instead of paying employees, we just give them pizza parties, you know, that kind of thing. It's always been a trope. Look, let me have my time. It was true, though. I got in trouble for buying food for employees once. I bought a bunch of food for Christmas time. I don't remember what it was, if it was pizza or not. And one of the LP people, Loss Prevention, was reviewing the books and said, "What's this payout?" The payout was kind of like when I basically take money from the store to pay for something out of the store. You don't do super often, but sometimes you got to do it.
Here goes.
Like, what's this payout? And it wasn't even like $100. To be clear, it wasn't even $100. It was like, I bought food for everybody, and they're like, "Where's the receipt?" I'm like, "I have it. It's right there." And they look at the receipt, and they're like, you can't pay out a tip for people. If you want to tip them, it has to be out of pocket." And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the receipt, and it was December 23rd. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll be sure to follow that. Yeah, the store's policy was not the tip. Yeah, pretty much. They said, their argument was that they don't tip when using the company credit card. I'm like, right. Good for you. The loss prevention people were fucked. Yeah, I was just kind of like, so I did. So whatever. And I just got docked on like the score or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I still kept doing it after that. Like, I'm not paying for the tip. The store can pay for the fucking tip. Fuck that shit. Write me up. I don't give a hoot.
Maybe I should switch.
I don't give two shits, baby. Droplet for faster attack. Get nimble limbs and rarify it. There was a lot of stupid bullshit. The loss prevention stuff was like the hardest part sometimes. Most of the time. Weirdly. And because it was all just fucking paperwork. And it was so monotonous. And it was so terrible. And it was usually for nothing. It's kind of like how, you know, you lose $10 and you put in the computer like, hey, there's $10 missing from the store. because this cash register was missing a $10 bill, essentially, right? It's there. The company knows that's what happened. But then they add on steps for you to make it almost like more difficult for some reason. Blood? More. I have 2 chaos gates lined up. So they would add on more steps. So even though it's already somewhere in the system, they would literally have me write it down like on pen and paper that there was a $10 loss, and here's my action plan to find out what happened. It's just like, why? But why? It's mostly just to cause fear. Give me the big health. Sure.
Primordial strength.
The loss prevention people have real still. Yeah, I mean, it's not really like the direct people I had to deal with most of the time. It's more so the whole premise. But more?
Won't hurt at all.
However, most of the people I did meet that worked in loss preventions were also assholes. It just turned out also. Ooh. Baby. Yeah, just to kind of scare you. It's true. Meanwhile, it was like a known factoid that the majority of money that did go missing in these stores was due to company paperwork errors. It wasn't people stealing it externally. It wasn't people stealing internally. It wasn't things going missing. It wasn't mistakes done by like employees even at the store level. Somewhere in the process of items being sent to the stores and putting on the shelves, things would go wrong in terms of the paperwork. Like 60% of the money lost was because of that shit. But then they had me focus on I'm getting worked up now. But then they had me focusing on $10 missing from the goddamn cash register from 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Ugh.
How about a friendly wager?
It was hard. It was really hard.
Come on in. Then let's go.
And it made you have to be kind of an asshole, too. 10 missing dollars from the register. First time, right? Employees never been missing $10 from their register before that point. Gotta write them up. It's the rule. If I don't have a paper trail showing that I writ them up, I get written up. There's no like one-time forgiveness. Literally not allowed.
Should have had you.
Get out of here. Is the casting done? I don't think so, right? Boink. Try to use the dash. It's not done yet. There's a lot of bullshit out there. Ah! Oh! Come here, dude! No! What store did I work for? It's a secret. It's a secret. You'll never find out, chat. Most people could probably guess, but but I will not confirm. Favorite region? Probably this one, just because the songs and the boss and everything. Doom, doom, bum, bum, bum.
Worth the risk.
Nimble Limbs, it's a 50-50 to file it, but then I have to wait on the experimental hammer till later. Was it a Victoria's Secret? I applied to work at Victoria's Secret. Which sounds weird, but they were literally advertising for store managers a long time ago. This was before I started streaming, to be clear. They were advertised. They said they needed... Yeah, they said they needed it. I applied to Sephora, too. I was like, sure, whatever. I'll work with undies. The hell do I care? Damn, look at this. Oh, boom. I certainly wasn't looking forward to it, but it was at a time that I was trying to get it out of one other company. Hello, Grimpy. What do you think, chat? Do we go for the 50-50 file and hold off on the hammer? Nimble limbs would feel quite nice to wrangle up. I learned a secret, though. I don't even think they interviewed me.
The file.
Probably because I was a man. Should have known. Come on! Yo! 25% faster. I went on like a spree at one point. I applied to like Trader Joe's, Victoria's Secret, Sephora. I'm trying to remember. I applied to like a lot of places. But it was like the lazy application. This is before Indeed was much of a thing. It existed, but it wasn't much of a thing.
I have the gold. To firmer ground.
Never punish. Hello, Papa. I heard good things about Trader Joe's. There was like a local place. I think this is only local, like Big Y. No, I didn't really want to do clothing. I heard clothing was rough. I certainly didn't want to do restaurants. I heard restaurants were horrible. So we would prefer to get a hammer here. That way we onion.
Sure.
Uh-oh. We have to roll Poseidon away. Fuck you, game. Shit. That's really bad. Hammer. Okay, that way we onion the mini-boss. Palm first. Please don't screw me somehow, game. You could. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
I'm here.
Rapid slash would be a great hammer, too, if we don't get offered the thing right away. Big chop.
All done.
Restaurants, constant unpaid overtime. My sister was a chef for a long time. She's got fucking stories, let me tell you. It doesn't sound great, that's for sure. But yeah, like, I'm totally underpaid. You know what I mean? It's a tough business. It's so cutthroat. They say, I think it's like 80% of restaurants fail in the first 5 years or something. The bear? She was on the cover of magazines and everything. I can't tell you too much, I'm afraid. She won a bunch of awards and stuff. Come on, no! I assume Marauder doesn't lock you out. So it's kind of something. It's okay, chat. Now we onion the mini-boss. Please tell me it's the mini-boss. Okay, I got a little scared there. James Beard? I don't know who that is. Your restaurant jokes are lost on me.
All vanished for now.
Joke's on her, because I definitely stole her bicycle when we were like 8 and rode it around town. And then claimed that I didn't. So there's that.
It's you.
She had like a Huffy or whatever. Was it a Huffy or something else? Yo! Please. Okay, yeah, that was a little scary that we wouldn't get that. Whoa, come on. Yeah, we did it. The final move in your attack sequence hits 2 times but uses 20 magic. Yo, 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 yo. So we have Lucid Gain. Don't really need the magic, right? Let's go, baby. We got the thing. We got the thing. Boink. Now we just need Rapid Slash. Look at it go. But look at it. Ah.
It's no use. A golden bow.
I think Apollo extra attack. Oh yeah, we could try that, right? I can't really force it or anything. Yo, I can't wait to slap chop Serby down. I think there was something where I could apply to a bunch of different stores, like at the local mall, all at once. I don't think I got a single call back there. So my dad, when I was a youngin' chat, when I was like probably 16, right? My dad, of course, did the thing that a lot of older people would do. Like, you gotta walk in there and hand them your resume and tell them you're looking for work and you're a dedicated hard worker. I'm like, Dad, they don't have paper application. Please take me home. You know? Get in there and shake your money maker. I don't know why he talks like that all of a sudden, but. 65. Yeah, right? But here's the thing. Eventually, way down the line, when I did have to hire people myself, I gotta admit, if you walked into the store and you're like, I want a job, I'd probably hire you. I'd be like, cool. Somebody that actually wants to work here. I'd be like, sweet, let's go fill it out, you know? Let's sit down. Let's have a cup of coffee.
Infinite possibility.
Proper upbringing, don't hit shit, you know what I mean? It would kind of work, you know? These are bad. Kind of open for an extra sprint out of rolls, though, now. Yeah, maybe we'll get a boon or something that will matter. They still offer that advice when you're applying to universities? Wait, like for schools? Wait, how does that work with schools? You can't just show up at a college and be like, I want to get educated. Can ya? Let me in. It is kind of interesting to me that you could show up, maybe not nowadays, maybe not, but you could kind of just show up at a college campus and sit down in a classroom. Oh, fuck me. And you could just get educated for free, like you're stealing that. You could get to know the Egyptian pharaohs or whatever without paying a dime. You could just sit down and start listening. Maybe people do that. I don't know.
In you go.
Boink. You don't get the document. It is true that that's pretty much the only thing that matters. But in terms of, I don't know. I can imagine, like, if I'm old and retired, it's like, I'm just going to go take a college course. Like, sweet. Which one you got to sign up for? Oh, I'm not signing up. All right, rapid slash. Furious Whirlwind. Still pretty good. You know what I mean? 200%. 190. You gonna try it? I remember when wife was in college, I tried to join her, and the security was tight there. I had to get like a secret pass and shit. I wasn't used to that because I went to a community college and you could just wander around the campus like nothing. You could just go wherever, whenever. One time when I was like a freshman, I went to the wrong class and the professor didn't do a roll call, which is kind of weird. But instead of just leaving and trying to find my real class, I just sat there because I was too awkward to just do anything about it. So I just listened to them talk about fucking Shakespeare for an hour. Meanwhile, I was missing the class I was supposed to be in. I didn't want to cause a scene, chat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to cause a scene. I didn't want to be that guy. Like, whoops, wrong class. Feel like a clown. They're gonna call me Danny Clown when I leave. Circle? You would have done that too. Now you don't care. I think I care a little less, at least. A little less. I still look back and like get a bit embarrassed from time to time. Wife and I had a venue for our wedding. We were signed up to look at a venue for our wedding. It was at a hotel. And for some reason, I thought I had found it. You know, so I just pull into this parking lot. walk into this big building. It's in the city, so, you know, things are a bit hard to say. And it's not like GPS. It's not like it was 1998. GPS existed, and I used GPS, but for some reason, I pulled into this parking lot. I went into the building, went straight up to the counter. I'm looking around. This place looks kind of weird for a hotel. And the guy's like, "How can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're supposed to be having our wedding here." He's like, "All right, okay. So this is a bank. The hotel is up on the hill up there." And I'm like, you know, it shouldn't be a big deal. And that guy took it like a champ, to say the least. And maybe it happens more often than we think. Yeah, right? Hello? Oh, it's gonna get onion. Yeah, I don't think it was their first rodeo.
Let's go then.
You know what I mean? Boink, boink. But the embarrassment was kind of high, admittedly, at the same time. Just have my wedding at the... I should have been like, oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, we still just... You know, we love the vault. You know, I think it's beautiful. You know, it would make for some great photos.
Lost it buzzing.
We're thinking one of the tellers could be a bridesmaid.
Not now.
Should have doubled down. Should have doubled right down. Okay, more. Where are we?
Come on up.
I'd imagine, you know, security at a bank is relatively boring, so maybe that was the highlight of that guy's day, probably. There you go. Now I'm really coping out here, right? Oh.
I think not.
Back to the... Nothing is worse than this story, though, in terms of embarrassing myself in a place, especially the first time I'm there. First day of classes at college. It probably was freshman year again. I made a lot of mistakes back then, don't you know? It was first day of classes, I recall. And I was running a little bit late. Nothing crazy, but obviously you don't want to be late on the first day. Just like a handful of minutes, probably. And I was in a rush. So I had to park in the parking lot. And you kind of walk across some grass. It was a community college, so it's a bunch of, like, small buildings here and there, right? What can I get from them? Weed killer doesn't do anything. We get to get her a dash or something. So I'm rushing, and I'm walking across, like, the grassy parts of the parking lot. And I slip horrendously. That's not that big. I'll take that, though. I slip horrendously on a giant poo. And it goes all the way the length of my pants. And I slip and fall. It just streaks all the way across the leg of my pants. And right across probably my butt cheeks a bit. And I'm late still. So I'm like rushing. And I'm tearing paper out of my notebook while walking to class as quickly as possible. At the same time. Holy shit, this chamber right now, though. And I'm trying to wipe it off. I'm trying to scrape it off. You know what I mean? But it's there. It is most certainly there. It's there. There's no getting rid of it. And so I just decided to tell myself that, like, you know, no one's probably going to notice. Of course, I'm wearing, like, white cargo pants, too. Like, that no one's really going to notice, I'm sure. I'm going to quickly sit down. It's no big deal, you know. Whatever. It's fine. I get to class. I sit down. And luckily, another person or two kind of strolled in after me. It's like, all right, we made it. The first thing that someone said after the professor came in was, "What's that smell?" And I I just do the thing that you do, chat. So I just look around like, yeah, yeah, it smells like shit in here. Ooh, boy.
Protected.
It's terrible. Uncommon grace.
Very well.
God, that was terrible. What a terrible time to be alive, chat. Oh.
Sticks take me.
Tear off the pants, throw them out the window. I think I got rid of them after that. It's like, this is just gross now. Look at me now. Yeah, look at me now. I showed them. This boss. You wouldn't be able to graduate. I should have just left and missed it, right? I should have just left and missed it. Okay, Chrono. Boink. 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 Holy shit. The boinkage. Do, 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 do. Oh, skip him. Oh, I had armor. I could have tried. Probably could have if I just dedicated myself to it. Boink. Boink. Well, it's pretty damn good, chat. I don't think I would voluntarily start a run with Hell Splitter, though. Boom! Boink, baby. You could start with the chop, and then just opt to not use the final hit of the combo often. And then if Hell Splitter shows up as the second hammer, I think you could consider it, right? But I don't think you start with Hell Splitter.
What did
I don't think you'd be starting with Hell Splitter. Damn, that was big, though. Damn, that was saucy. Hammer Axe Nova? That must be Seething Marauder, if I were to guess. Seething Marauder. I mean, we did have 4 hammers. Or was it 5? I already forgot. But those were the 2 that really did much. 4 hammers. 4 hammers? 4 hammers. Do, do, do. Nothing else really mattered after that, right? Boom, there you go. Big chop run. It happened. That was fun, though. I mean, you gotta like it, right? Not much else to the show, though.